Emi Martinez, one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League, has gone ahead to offer himself to the club of Manchester United. He's like, come and get me from Aston Villa. I really want to get outside here. And guess what? United are still really planning on whether they obviously go in for him or not. But interest is there. Remember, Onana is the first choice goalkeeper of Manchester United. But it's rumored that they want him out. And then we also have a story from Joshua Zirkzee. And Zirkzee Joshua has found himself in a position of really convincing the manager, and he's off the list of players that might be sold by the club of Manchester United. Patrick Dorgu having something to say about the club of Manchester United and how his first 6 months at the club of Manchester United have been and have always gonna hate to be. So continue to subscribe to this channel, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David, he's the name, and I'm the man that you are watching onto your screen. Now let's start it off with Jacobs Ben telling us that United are yet to make a decision on Onana's future. It could take close to £40 million in order for the deal to get over the line in the coming weeks. Now, United have gone ahead to obviously do the needful. And what's that needful? They've gone ahead, or they are yet to make a decision. And what's that decision? On whether Onana stays at Manchester United. Remember, when he stays, he's supposed to be the first choice goalkeeper. And when he leaves, then the other first choice goalkeeper will obviously come in through. But with the problems of finance, I think they won't really achieve what they want to achieve in there as the club of Manchester United. But the £40 million price that has been really put onto the head of Onana sends you a message that is really clear and cut that they are ready to see to it that all goes on well as planned. That is all about Martinez, Onana. Even though it is rumored that he's the man that really engineered the convincing of Mbeumo to come to Manchester United, he's not yet safe. Because ever since that story came in through that he was the man that convinced Mbeumo to come in through the club of Manchester United and really deny offers from Arsenal, Newcastle, and so on and so forth, there not been negative stories about him leaving, and positivity has been built around from all the correspondents for the club of Manchester United. I'll bring you what Laurie Whitwell has said, Jacobs Ben has said. It is huge positive moves that have gone ahead to be hinted on into the mix. So, as it stands, the club of Manchester United is yet to make a decision, but Onana is still one for keeps if you've been following up onto what is happening right now at the club of Manchester United. So, with that uncertain, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, remember, he was at the World Cup and even in the Premier League has been one of those that have gone ahead to put in a very huge shift. Emi Martinez, he has gone ahead to obviously offer himself to the club of Manchester United. And this is Jacobs Ben again telling us the truth that Martinez has offered himself to Manchester United and has made it clear that he's willing to join if they make an approach. So, Emi Martinez is like telling United, please, I don't want to miss out on such an opportunity because I have all what you want. I'm a very good shot stopper. I stop penalties and I'm Premier League proven player. That is it. So, what stops you from taking off Onana and really getting me in? And the problem is that Manchester United will have to struggle to offload. United will struggle to offload Onana. One, because of his indecent form that he has been going through. Then Manchester United, I think they pay him close to £150,000 a week. If you know. So if you're really paying such a huge amount of money, you understand, it means that you can't really let this player go easily, and it will depend on to the player to leave or not. And remember, he was one of those that he was not willing to take a pay cut when we never qualified for the Champions League. Remember, 25% of your salary is really cut off. So it shows you that he still needs his money, and the only way he could leave Manchester United is, one, when a club comes in through and offers the best of the best that he really thinks suits him in as a player. So that is what you're really having in here right now onto the United Matters channel. So Emi Martinez has offered himself to the club of Manchester United, but worryingly, his contract expires in 2029, and that really sends shockwaves to me, because I'm asking myself questions all over that. Is it really gonna be easy for him to leave Aston Villa? Because Villa might come up with a policy and say, we want £50 million. You understand? That is it, because after Bernard Leno getting an injury, Emi Martinez came in through at Arsenal and really looked good. When Emi Martinez looked that good, he was sold to Villa for £20 million. And that was just a half season. But ever since he went there, he has gone ahead to prove to us that he's a very, very good goalkeeper. Now, if he's a very good goalkeeper, do you think Aston Villa will obviously let him leave for less? Do you think they'll let him leave for less? I don't think so. That they will let him leave for less. I think they'll let him leave for some good amount of money. That is it. And I think minimum will be like 30 or 40 million pounds for Emi Martinez because of the duration of their contract they still have with him. Even if they keep him this year, that means by the end of next season, he will be left with 3 years to really end his contract. Unless otherwise United pulls out a rabbit from a hat, that's when things might obviously go their way. But as it stands, it's not business as usual. I tell you, not business as usual for the side of Manchester United and Aston Villa, though Emi Martinez is a really proven goalkeeper, a World Cup winner, and a Copa America winner. And his fellow namesake and countryman, that is Lisandro Martinez, might be acting as the agent to obviously lure him into coming to Manchester United. I love that, and I'm 100% sure that the last problem we should be solving is the goalkeeping department. I tell you, Ederson is one of the worst goalkeepers, but because Man City is always having the possession of the ball, they score very many goals, even his mistakes don't count. But if we don't really fast put together our mistakes in those other areas of the pitch, I tell you what, we won't really see ourselves really living and really getting to the next level. That is it. So Martinez has offered himself to Manchester United. It's up to Manchester United whether they sign the player or not. And Emi Martinez knows to it that he can really be in goal until his late 30s or early 40s, and he can really keep his position in the club of Manchester United, and no one will feel perturbed with this player. So we wait and see how United reacts to Emi Martinez, but his stories to Man United have been everywhere, and let's wait to see how other tier 1 journalists like Jacques Ben have to say about him. Now, Amorim has gone ahead to make what we call a Joshua Zirkzee decision, and it reads, Amorim would prefer to keep Joshua Zirkzee due to his versatility, playing as both a striker and number 10, and people at the club believe he can improve next season and show what he's all about. So, we know he can play as a number 10, he can also lead the line, so that's the versatility that they're really talking about. But as things stand, I think we should be looking at Mbeumo coming in. Let's leave Joshua Zirkzee here. Let Mbeumo come in through to join Matthias Cunha, and let's look in for midfielder. With 3 tournaments that we're going to be participating in, I don't think that we will obviously have to rotate a lot, you know? And the number 10 position is obviously going to be compact. But I think we're going to be having very many strikers or very many players that can really lead our line, you know? So I just can't wait to see how that is going to be put into action. But the club of Manchester United is really doing a lot to see to it that the man known as Joshua Zirkzee really stays. Remember, interest from Inter Milan had been registered, and I tell you what, they are in for Erasmus Højlund and very many others. So we wait to see how that will pan out. But United is still adamant onto their decision that Joshua Zirkzee is not for sale. And if I'm Man United, I can't sell Joshua Zirkzee because of what he brings on the field of play. He's that kind of player that you have to look at and really understand that, oh, he's really that great, especially when he's really having that ball in there. And his game intelligence is really great, unselfish, and I think with Mbeumo and Cunha in, he will obviously improve more and more and more and more into what he has to do in as a player for the club of Manchester United. And lastly, let's see what Dorgu has to say about his half season at Manchester United. It's been tough, challenging, but I'm happy I played a lot. I think the manager trusts me and I try to help the team, so I'm just happy to be on the pitch and I try to do my best. It's a bit different from my old team, but I was playing, attacking there as well. So he says it was really tough. Obviously, the Premier League is really tough, but I think Dorgu is a player that shows what United should be signing. Getting players like Patrick Dorgu, they come with no pressure and nothing to prove. Let them grow into the team and see how things really pan out. But it looks like this time around, United is targeting more Premier League proven players. That's why Martinez has joined the queue of Cunha and Mbeumo, meaning that the manager has all the reasons to really sell this to the board. It's one of the things that very many managers that have been in the post-Alex Ferguson era haven't been doing, yet Alex Ferguson needs to do it a lot. Thank you guys for watching through. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later and good night those going to bed. But I tell you, one more video is coming.